man.
Anyways, welcome back to Fulltime Footy, guys.
Welcome.
We're on episode 8 now.
Welcome, episode 8. They attacked us, better. They attacked us.
Who attacked us now?
They attacked us. They said, just get straight into the
Oh. What is needed? I was supposed to explain.
Yes.
Guys, welcome to Fulltime Footy. All we do here is to talk about the games, talk about the game of football.
Yes.
And nothing more, nothing less. Say anything more.
Nothing more. You've said everything.
We'll talk about Premier League. Well, maybe sometime we'll touch South African football, but I doubt. I don't think it's finished.
I am disappointed about the standard of South African football. And African football is
you see, if you were saying 5 years ago or 6 years ago,
the superstars that you could pick out, you could point out that these men are superstars.
It was really very entertaining. But now it's just Sundowns all over the place.
Yeah.
Which, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, but welcome back, guys. It's episode 8. We have taken, we're doing bigger now. So tell your friends that the Most Biased podcast is back. Yes.
You know, yesterday I was like, fuck, man. We're biased, but the thing is, Bella, now we would have been playing today. We're supposed to record today, but we would have been playing today.
Imagine.
So much for being biased. What are we going to talk about?
Imagine.
It's going to be reviewing.
Today is a Thursday, by the way.
Exactly.
Hey, we're recording on Thursday. Imagine. So you can't talk about Thursday night football.
Imagine.
We can't be biased anymore.
Yeah, guys. No. Is it better if we're eliminated in the round of 16? Europa League, guys.
Europa League. I think it's better because now also once you get knocked out from the Champions League and you go to Europa League, the automatic expectation is you must win it. And every game that you play, other than maybe the semi-final or the final, is going to be some weak game, and you may lose if you are not good enough. And
also, in Europa League, you must win it, even if maybe you didn't qualify for top 4.
You must just win it.
If you are Man U, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, you are in the Europa League. In fact, you win it.
You must win it. It's
At
that
least
simple.
Maybe get out by maybe underperforming Athletic or something. I win it. What?
But the thing is,
but that's what we said. We said we're going to start with the Champions League from now on.
Yeah, because it's the most recent thing that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, Manchester United versus
the thing is,
Atalanta.
Yeah, I wanted to say it will be a nightmare to go to the Europa League because Ronaldo can't play this.
Mr. Champions League.
I can't play this. And I must remember that on the channel that we watch football in here.
Yeah.
There's not even a pre-broadcast.
They just play the game.
They just play the game. Like it's just surprise.
They play the game.
Like
Halftime. When it's halftime, they play highlights.
And then it's just like it's vibes. There's no one talking about a certain move. Or
Never.
Guys, I don't really watch those things. But it shows okay.
The standard.
This is a show.
Yes.
But now in Europa League, guys,
but what
It's like it's not planned.
yeah, Pella yesterday, after the games yesterday, it was Ronaldo all over.
they were
Cristiano.
analyzing it. But if you play on a Thursday,
wow.
So who are you?
We'll analyze you on Twitter.
That's Giroud's competition.
But otherwise, it was a brilliant game. But
What a terrible first half.
I was not
Are you all in?
I was not in.
Are you all in?
I've always been all out. You must remember. I've been all out since the first day. Ole was in. The first day when they said Ole is in, I was like, out! Nah, bruh. I remember that season. Because it was a season where we were dreadful. It was Mourinho,
after
right?
Mourinho.
Yeah, and then we brought that.
And then we won 5 games.
We won a lot of games. At the end of the season, they extended that man. Even when we were winning, we said it to anyone who knew.
We're just playing for vibes, man.
I told them, guys, this guy has to leave.
He must.
This guy is a caretaker. He must be a caretaker. Full time.
No, but let's move on. Let's move on.
And
You see,
now
now
it's full time.
we're going
So
straight
I've been all out.
to the Milan.
I've been all out.
No, I understand, boy. I'm also all
But-
out, but as long as he's the manager for Manchester United, you must just back him because he is the manager.
Yeah. So my thing is, yesterday I was brave. Although CR7 did deliver.
But it was
You see that one against Villarreal.
yeah,
I told you I couldn't sleep that day.
because it was
That day I was super happy. But yesterday, man,
You're worried, ne?
I'm worried,
it's
man.
yo,
I'm worried, man. What is Liverpool gonna do to us on Sunday? I want them to beat us, but even if we beat them, I'll be happy because it's my team. But I would love for Liverpool to beat us.
You see,
I'm
that's
tired of all of it.
you see that's one
I'm
thing that
so tired.
that's one thing that I try by all means not to do, because at the end of the day I want us to win, and if you want to lose, at the end of the day the team is bigger than the manager, and it's possible that you lose today, or you've lost against Atalanta, they don't fire him. You lose against Liverpool, they also don't fire him, and then you pick up some points later on, and then they don't fire him up until the end of the season, and here it is when one of the biggest games you're hoping that you lose.
But the thing is, guys, I don't think we're going to win the league.
We are not going
The league
to.
is gone.
We are not going to win the league.
So we might just
Against-
as well use it
against
as
which
a
managers?
medium to fire that guy.
Against which managers? Against Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel. Who else is better? Even Brent
What are you playing for this season?
for vibes.
Mina, this is what my plan is. Mina, if I was United, I was gonna let only 3 games after this, which is gonna be like big games because I think we're facing Thompson side.
Yeah,
And then fire that guy. Man.
but they won.
And then at least, because yesterday I wanted to win, so that at least we have the Champions League. Then we can try to do Chelsea. Remember Chelsea last season? They were
But-
dreadful. But then Tuchel came and then he took them to the promised land.
With Man-
It can be like that. Pella, remember Zidane also.
Yeah,
His first season.
yeah.
He came in when Madrid was struggling. If you remember. It
I
was
think they had
Benitez.
Feyenoord Benitez.
Yeah,
They had
and then Zidane took over from February. And boom, Champions League.
But Manchester United, they are too loyal to their legends, and
Ah,
always legend status is a legend status of a
Abdul is not a
player.
legend, man.
Of a
Okay,
player,
he score 1 goal there.
No, you're taking too far now.
Ah,
You're taking too far now. No, but his
Okay,
legendary. His
just
legendary.
because he had a big goal.
No, his legendary status is as a player, as a manager, never. He's
Yeah,
not-
I'm saying as a player, really. So, no. So I was saying, I don't know. Johnny Obi Mikel is a Chelsea legend.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
He did well.
He did well for them.
yeah.
He was playing
They-
game out.
Yeah.
Under Mourinho, yeah.
But
What
no,
do you remember him
a
for?
legend.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember only for a game that I didn't watch. And then he scored the last minute goal. So
But that man has been scoring goals as a substitute. I don't want
Yeah,
to take.
he's a
He is a legend,
so
but
it's like Chicharito, this kind.
yeah, it's a glorified Chicharito. Nah. Chicharito that scored in the Champions League final.
Chicharito used to score.
Yeah. No, but he is a legend. He is a legend. But what he's
He was
doing now
mostly-
is against.
Yeah, but yeah, yesterday's first half.
Do you see? No,
like-
you
I
must
feel
just,
like-
you must just move on because
I think I can put together a team that can do better than what we did yesterday first half.
okay, you play McTominay and you play Fred.
Ah,
That's criminal. That's criminal. You say you are playing them so that they can at least they are defensive more than Pop or whatever the reason is. But because they 2 goals when they're playing, they didn't do anything. They're dominated by some weak midfield, some weak people you don't even know. At least
Yeah, but
Etienne Capo when we're playing Villarreal.
Yeah.
He has played in the Premier League, so when he does dominate the midfield, you feel like he has reached his level.
Yeah.
Some players you don't even know, man. They run through our midfield
Atla-
like
the
every
thing
pass
is-
is precise.
Atalanta is massive, but yesterday they had a chance to come on to Old Trafford and something.
They blew it.
It was embarrassing on this side.
And Ole has bought himself some time, probably 3 months more. I'm saying.
But yesterday's second half.
Unless you get embarrassed by Liverpool, which I doubt will happen.
Yeah,
even if they do, they won't fire him. You remember we got embarrassed by Spurs last season, and he was hiding behind the red card.
Oh yeah.
Then they let him run throughout the season, and then towards the end of the season, we were back again fighting for top 4.
Yeah, Maro, you got number 2.
Number 2, yeah, we got number 2, but
yeah, I picked him,
number 2 is not recorded anywhere in history.
Imagine who was number 2 when you won the
I
league?
don't. Do you even get it? Hey guys, do you even get a silver medal for the league?
I don't
At
think
least in
so.
the Champions League, you get a silver. Something.
I think maybe it's because that's one game. It's a final.
You see, so man,
you
being number 2 is nothing.
Just being the first to lose. But
Because you're in the Champions League, you're not like
Or the best loser.
we are just the first to lose. We are actually worse than the others.
So I was saying, but though yesterday's second half, do you think it was all the tactics? All this motivation
No, I was talking.
that pushed the players
I was
to
talking to.
do what they did yesterday?
I was talking to the Jets, and I feel like somehow when you have world-class players, sometimes it's just up to them to step up and play for themselves as well. Because if you are Ronaldo, then you must play for yourself. If you are Bruno, you must play for yourself. Because at the end of the day, player for player, you are better than these players. It's like when you are going to play maybe 5-5-side with your friends, you don't want the strongest players picking each other. There's no manager there. But if the strongest players are on one side, they must just show that they are better. And maybe he said something, but the players, I saw them playing. Because when you look at the goals that were scored there, they were not like technical. The Rashford goal, it was a mistake. Then Bruno was...
Yeah, whatever. That was actually smart. Because when that ball was into Bruno, I was like, pass it away.
Now.
And then, vision, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have got to give it to him.
So,
Because you know I'm skeptical.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
favorite
That's why I'm
player,
saying
but-
that...
I said something during that game to Umex. I was like, I know you like to Chochin, got the Bruno, in terms of passing, I think Bruno is a way better passer than Chochin.
Did you see his corners?
From
No. Did you see his corners?
No.
corner.
It's like he got one successful corner.
Okay.
The
Kevin,
rest, man, they were low. And come on, guys.
Kevin, I hear
You
you.
can't tell me that guy is a good passer.
That's...
Even himself yesterday. No. You know what? Wait, guys. Wait. Even himself. Even Bruno yesterday after the game, he said he was passing shit.
Okay.
He completed maybe 5 passes, man, or not 5. But
Okay, wait.
Kevin. Yesterday's performance.
Yeah.
No passes because he plays
Yeah.
deeper than
What,
Bruno.
okay, what I'm asking now is that in that first half, who played decent and who was a 5 out of 10 in that game? Did you see what Rashford was doing? Did you see what
But
did you see what Ronaldo was doing?
No, but
I'm just saying that
Ronaldo was playing shit.
even so I'm just saying that
Yeah.
you picking one player and say he was bad passer when he was the one who was trying, so that you rely on him to have the good passes.
No,
And when
you
he
know
doesn't
what?
have, then
You
you
know-
blame him.
No, you know what about Bruno? Bruno, I feel like he likes playing long passes.
But he's
And
a
then
good passer of the ball.
Jorginho plays short passes.
Yes,
I
and
like short passes.
And for me, I like it because I feel like I prefer that than long
But-
passes.
but
If
when
you're
you're-
moving a long pass, man, you have to be like straight on point. And it has to be like something out of this world.
so
Like
what are
the
you
vision
saying?
is
What are you
too
saying
much.
about that assist?
Which one?
The Rashford goal.
The Bruno assist.
Yeah, that one I did say, that one was super smart. I did say
Okay,
that though.
okay.
Because I didn't even imagine.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
I didn't
you couldn't even
I-
see it.
Yeah, I couldn't
because
see
it was
it.
facing the opposite
But when he
direction.
did it, I was like, wow. No, that one,
So-
that one,
Opposite is because
So that is
that
what.
one I can give it to him.
So that is what we are saying. We're not saying every pass that he does is accurate, but we're saying
No, but
the execution and the imagination when it's
the
executed
vision
very
of
well.
it to give it to you.
When it's executed very well, then it's a pass that no one else in that team can do. Even to
I'm just, if I was the coach, I would just be pushing him to do better.
yeah, you
He's
can.
not doing
Yeah, you can do
what
better.
I want him to do.
Let's
That
just-
guy, most of the time, guys, he's just separated from the team, man. Like he's on his own that side.
especially in big games.
Man, he must come closer to the midfield and play with the other guys. But okay, Yeah, but then
Okay, that's one thing I can give to Georgina. In big games, it shows up.
yeah.
In big games. Okay, for Chelsea, because I don't watch him.
I also feel like it's easier to show up in big games when you are not a number 10.
Yeah.
You see, if we're
Maybe that's the problem.
because we don't
Is he really a number 10?
Unless you are world class number 10,
Yeah.
you must show up.
the thing with
Because that man is playing in traditional number 10.
also Kevin,
Yeah.
in big games we normally don't even have the ball. So and in big games, a team like Chelsea, a team like Manchester will always have the ball.
So-
Even if they don't have the
so-
way, they will always do those small passes.
So do you think if we were playing one goal league midfielder
Yeah,
and two,
and he's one of them.
like City,
4-3-3.
Liverpool, all these other
Yeah,
teams,
yeah.
what they do, he will do better.
I think we'll do better because there it's easier to switch back if you're not getting the ball in that position. You don't have to be a number 10.
Because
You
Ole
can
has
always
never
come.
done that.
It's clueless.
Ole has never done it. It's always 4-3-3.
It's clueless. Except no, enough about the Manchester United special.
No, I wanted to say, I do agree that it was probably the players who took it upon themselves. Because even in the first half, towards the end, we had 2 chances, I think. One of Rashford.
But Rashford was terrible, man.
Yeah, and then he scored.
He was terrible, but
You see one thing, man, I want to mention. This guy, the way he's skeptical about Rashford is the way I am skeptical about him.
he was okay.
This guy and Mjengi,
Yeah.
they don't want to see Rashford out.
No, you see with Rashford.
I'm telling you, even next Thursday after the Liverpool game, even if Rashford scores a hat-trick, he will hear you.
If he scores it,
No,
no, but with Rashford,
I guess
feel like.
everyone is there. Because Rashford, I'm not very skeptical.
But
about the boy.
what
I like the boy.
I will give Rashford compared to all our wingers that he does make those runs and he
Yeah, he
times
does.
them very well.
You see,
If that and he made close to
Yeah, and-
4 runs,
yeah,
it shows that
yeah,
the finishing
yeah.
was not
The
good.
finish was
But
not good.
if that is a Martial or that is a Sancho, they don't do that. Those runs, they wait for the ball and they run with the ball. But with Rashford, he runs because anticipating. He times those runs
because
perfect.
that run was just like the Leicester one.
Yeah, and he does the because
then
even
he
the Leicester one,
that.
the goal came out of nowhere. And
Yeah, and then man, it's not even close to being offside.
But shout out
Very
to
on.
Rashford.
So shout out for his runs, man. He's good.
Even that game, we lost 4-2 because he was there. Otherwise, it was going to be. But that game, man. But let's talk about
Yeah, so what else was happening in Champions League?
Champions
PSG.
Atletico, Atletico Liverpool. What a
Woo!
match! What a
Woo!
match! And then this fucker said to ruin his pass. I fucking hate referees, man.
Oh,
There
you-
was
you-
no referees. I'm gonna give him a red card.
When I tell Mohemo, so what was he doing then?
Huh?
No, for the penalty.
That thing was not a red card, guys.
No. He's talking about the penalty.
No, the penalty, no. The penalty is a
That
penalty.
thing was a red card,
The
man.
red,
That thing was a red card.
Actually, that thing was not intentional, bro.
Okay, but it was dangerous play.
It was the come
Yeah,
on, man.
so that's what the red
Oh,
card
yeah,
is.
yeah. But like, as a referee, I feel like as a referee. I mean,
It
it
ruined.
was a referee.
Look at the other side. You turn a
I
blind eye.
I'll be reffing and then I'll be enjoying the game. Okay. How can you give a big game like that? Do you see how that game was going?
And it was.
I've never seen Liverpool so desperate.
And they were.
That guy,
No,
he turned Van Dijk over.
Phew.
Like Van Dijk didn't know. You see that first time he was
Ah,
and
You
you're
see that-
telling me you're ruining such a match
you said that game.
just because when it's
Ah.
not intentional. That's what I'm saying.
Boy. But you see,
And the guy is short. Tell her, you have to remember that he's short, man. So I feel like the dynamics are not really the same. You see, if it's a tall guy and his foot is that high, then yeah, you can say, okay, maybe it's malicious or something.
but Kevin, you must also. It
is dangerous.
it was dangerous play. But for the flow of the game, I feel like you could see if Firmino was injured or how paid he was. So you remember that son injured when he injured Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a push. But because of the
dangerous
nature of
play.
the injury, they had to give him a red card. So that's how I feel. But in games like this one, I feel like the refs they just play to lose the game. Yeah, but I'm not saying.
Should
But
have given him a yellow at least.
yeah,
now.
at least but you must also.
And then the game was fucked.
you must also know that when the game ends and you have not given Griezmann a red card, and with the build up before the match, manager saying this and that and this and that, and then you don't give a red card when you're supposed to give a red card because you're enjoying the game. But Klopp was suffocating.
That's what I'm saying. I've never lived in Liverpool. Big Ten.
Yeah.
The penalty came after the red card.
Yeah.
And they were managing it very well. Just stupidness from that guy. I don't understand. Why would you give a stupid penalty like that, man?
Unprovoked.
Pissed, man. I was so pissed.
It's not like he wasn't even marking Salah. It was Jota. It was.
Yo.
The ballers, face how much is
But Atletico, not even Atletico.
Atletico, guys.
Atletico, they are in sync.
Simeone. Bring Simeone to United.
Yo. The antics on the touchline. Yo.
Remember.
Simeone.
Liverpool was all over Simeone in the first 20 minutes.
Then he said, "Come down." He said, "Come down."
And then it doesn't wait for half time, bro.
It changes. You know
there and then.
Do you know what he did?
Man, did you see?
Do you know what he did? Because the last few games, I think he took out 3 even before half time. So what did he do? So he just told someone there to
dog.
get and then next 2-3 minutes there was a goal. They could see it, this man. That man.
I had never seen Joao Felix doing magic. He did magic yesterday or on Tuesday.
Yo.
Lemar. Guys. Greasy. Those 3 boys. And this other guy was wearing number 5. I don't know his name. Guys?
De Paul.
Yo.
Koke, one touch pass. Koke's passes. One touch.
Guys, I was sure that was Liverpool. I was sure there was Van Dijk there. You see that first touch from Griezmann for the goal, leading to the goal. The first thing you must remember is that Joao Felix turned Keita over. Like a kid.
From the line.
Left him hanging.
From the line.
When he was going there,
he was at the line. Then there was Trent.
There was Trent and there was Keita. And there was this player there. I thought he was gonna pass it there. And
then turned inside.
He turned Keita.
Then
he went inside, but I was like, what?
Left to Van Dijk.
He left him. You know when we're talking about supersonic speed or something, that is it's not even like it's fast or whatever. It's just a touch that takes you out of the game.
Van Dijk, he was looking at Griezmann. The next thing he was
a goal.
Griezmann was behind him. It was a goal.
He was gone.
Yeah, Simeone.
And those other passes that were going, there was this pass that he wanted to Griezmann.
I think it was De Paul.
Man, he just missed.
Yeah, but Alisson saved the game. Alisson saved the game. Even when they after the red card, they still had created I think 2 good chances before they considered the penalty. And the mindset of the Atletico players, they are in sync. Once they got the red card, you could see that everyone is looking for. They are looking for another yellow card or a red card or something. Even just a small touch. Or if the ball is not out, all of them, they are in sync.
Those players can crowd the ref and
they are in sync.
Anything
After the red card, any decision from the ref that was like 50-50 was going to Atletico's way. You see the fans, the atmosphere. You
know, this friend of mine is always been telling me,
Atletico Madrid.
It's a big team. And there was the first time when Liverpool played Atletico 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because Atletico took out Liverpool.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like,
the atmosphere.
They lost the first game. It won.
Yeah.
I don't know if they lost or it was a draw. But I was like, Liverpool is going to come back. They won.
But no, they won.
Simeone's Klopp's number. Klopp knows that yesterday and Tuesday he won by luck.
And the thing is that with Simeone,
he won by luck.
Simeone doesn't hide that I'm going to defend. You must try and crack.
Yeah.
But he knows. He knows, and he says it that I'm going to defend.
He was not really. Maybe the first, but
he was. He backfired. Then he changed.
And Atletico
but
towards
the end of the first half, they were not playing 5 at the back because Carrasco was playing 2 and they were playing football.
Yeah.
Simeone. But what I feel is that it's good for a team like
Atletico,
you can watch because not for United or for
You're not
maybe
gonna
for
enjoy
City.
Mona.
You won't enjoy because you can see
Marino came to you. Marino is like
and he was
this
winning.
defensive.
And he was winning those ugly wins that you just score
But
one goal against
I was-
Liverpool and they are angry.
How was Mourinho on his second stint at Chelsea? Because he won the league.
You see, they are
And they won
amazing.
with
They are amazing.
His first season back when
Yeah.
he got to Drogba back. Yeah, that was good. His second season he fell apart. It was the second season. Everything fell apart. He lost trust of the players.
I always feel like with these managers, it's always a good thing when you're watching as a normal fan or when you're a neutral because you look at how they play and they're like 25% possession, but they still play. They are not defending, and they end up winning. And if they even win the league, it's even bigger. But if you are supporting the team, then it's like you know what Griezmann is capable of. You know what your Felix is capable of, and you're only giving him 3 chances the whole game. But that's what he got the whole game, and then that's what with the little service that he got because it's quality, they turn into goals. And if you are supporting, if you want to see good football or entertaining football, you are attacking every time. I would say Liverpool playing that for the first 15 minutes. When they scored the 2 goals, they were totally dominant. But how good is Salah? You? How good is
I
Salah?
wanted to say that. How good is that guy? That guy is good.
And now they must just stop.
that goal.
They must just stop that they are saying this thing of saying Salah is world class right now in terms.
Show us.
He is world class.
You need to show us.
No, he is world class.
He's
Full
world
stop.
class.
Don't say he's world class now. At the moment, he's the top. He is one of the best players in the world. Not at the moment.
Not.
Not.
Never shout at the Ballon d'Or.
This one is called.
This year, I think this one is decided already.
Yeah, this one is called.
I think it's decided.
This one
already.
is called.
How is it?
And there's been. I would say the latest shout is Benzema. The latest shout for the Ballon d'Or is Benzema now.
Oh, it's obvious. It's gonna be me.
Lionel Pace.
I don't know, like, he scored a penalty. Yo, what a penalty, though.
Yo, what a penalty.
Yeah, what a penalty.
And you saw that Mbappe gave him the go ahead. Yeah, there's a video. Mbappe gave him the go ahead.
Because
And
Mbappe took the second penalty and he did a front.
And the second
serious,
penalty,
that one.
apparently, they just gave it to him because
And Messi was on a trick.
yeah.
Yeah.
And with the Ballon d'Or talks in the air now, he gives a hat trick. But it was going to be a hat trick either way. It was going to be part of a stat. Who doesn't want to score a goal? Let's just say.
But okay, you know what? I do agree that
And pissed
the
off the
hat trick
match.
would have been good for
Yeah,
him, but
yeah.
I don't think it has much shout.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm saying.
not on the hat trick alone,
It's
obviously.
decided already.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or.
And also, I feel like it was going to be.
Now I'm not gonna be disappointed if they give it to Lewandowski. But I think it's going.
Oh, Bayern! How good is Bayern, man?
Yo.
Who's gonna beat Bayern?
Who?
Because those guys, it seems like every season, no one.
No one cares until it's like
Until
until it's
semi-finals.
semi-final. Then they
Then
chow
you're
you.
like,
Hey,
oh,
they are here.
fuck.
Then you look
They are
at
here.
you look at their group stages.
Because those guys,
results.
man.
And that's 12 nil. 12.
Oh, that
12.
They scored 4 goals in 12 minutes.
12. And
I
they're going
was
to
like,
play
what?
Barcelona.
It was 5-0 by halftime last weekend in the league. 5-0 at halftime, guys. I remember Bayern, there was a time when they were challenging that team and then they decided not to play the match. They were just passing the ball around. Remember that game? Do you remember?
I don't.
There was a day where Bayern was
In the league.
beating some- in the league.
But
And then they decided not to play anymore between the two teams. It was a mutual agreement. And then they just passing the ball all over the pitch until the game finished. I was like, what? This nigga's really not the ID. So be careful of Bayern, guys. Be careful of Bayern. No, but I wanted to say, Joao Felix, I think he plays probably similar to how Sancho plays.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sancho is not out and out.
He's not a sprinter. He just wants to.
You want to get in like
and
Felix. Did you see how Felix was getting in?
Yeah, and then a few
you want
people
to get in that way, turning people around.
and then he.
Exactly, and then he move a pass or something.
But you see, when you don't have a manager, do you know what's going to happen next? Sancho is going to spend, and he's going to come in from the bench the next 6 games, and then in January again you need another replacement for him because you don't have a manager. How do you buy someone that you don't need? And you approve and say, yes, you want Van de Beek.
Probably it was because of the fans.
Okay, the fans are happy. Are they happy now? They were happy when you made the signing. Van de Beek, yes.
I feel like the fans are 50-50. Some want him to stay just because it was
if it's 50-50, then you have bigger problems.
Yeah, it can't be 50. But if 50% of the fans they want you out, you already
especially at the stadium.
You have a problem.
You
have a problem.
50% of the fans wants Ole in. I think you have a problem as well.
Also, it's a problem. What are they saying?
Even Lampard.
He was not this bad.
His first season.
Do you think Lampard was this bad? He was not this bad.
And he moved to top 4.
The thing with Lampard, you will have bad performances and win. But when he's a terrible day, maybe you lose maybe 3-0 against Crystal Palace, and then that's what maybe highlighted everything. But in terms of like style of play, how they approach the game, we had an idea. It's like Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal, they have a style of play. Whether it's good or it's bad, it's up to. But you can expect that they will try to pass it at the back.
They try to put it on the left.
Yes.
Everyone on the left. the left. If you put a lot of defenders on the left, you are done with Arsenal. Pass it to the left. You reminded us of Beyonce, that man of Ep8. To the left. That's what Arsenal does. I don't know if they've changed, but I know from last season, everything was just to the left. But I know, what can you say? It is what it is. But
I think we pretty much covered.
Yeah, the Champions League.
League,
yeah. We gotta talk about.
Yeah. One more thing.
Last game.
Barcelona was terrible, guys.
They won. I didn't watch.
That's not Barcelona. But
yeah,
you watched.
Yeah, you saved yourself a lot of time. Barcelona is terrible. It was
embarrassing.
They started the game with crosses because they signed Luke de Jong, and Mr. Koeman said he doesn't understand how a team like Barcelona haven't used a player like de Jong because Neymar. Because Luke
de Jong, the striker.
I don't know.
You see, says everything about him. We can just leave it there. But basically, they brought Luke de Jong to head for headers and crosses, and they were doing that from the get-go. Everyone who gets the ball, they cross.
Was Ansu Fati starting? Did he start?
No.
He came on. Because he scored a beautiful goal on the weekend.
Yeah, on the weekend he scored a beautiful goal, but this is the game yesterday. I understand how it was. Why it was caged with the players that were there, because it was, if you lose, you are gone. So you just have to make sure you get the 3 points. But I didn't see anything different that Barcelona did.
I still say that.
It's the same thing. It's the same.
If you lost today.
Now I'm convinced that they're going to play Thursday night football.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
They won't beat Benfica. And Bayern. And that team, they won't beat. If they beat that team again.
Unless.
Bayern.
Bayern
Munich.
Hey, more pain on Barcelona, guys. And it's gonna be the decider.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be the last game of the.
They're going to.
It will be a must win.
No.
Why?
Mula. Ari, we have got
Lewandowski.
Thomas Muller is
But
not
also,
going to do you any favors.
what I like about Muller is that he also brings in the funny part in the game. It's not like too
his press
uptight.
conferences are like nice.
You can just come and slender any team, G.
Yeah.
And because they are shit,
And because Vele,
you are shit.
Team, and he knows better than them.
We'll chow you better, man.
Better than them, yeah. Bayern probably, I think behind Madrid, they deserve team of the decade.
Yeah. And also, I also feel like they just deserve team of the decade if Real Madrid had not won those three. Because at the end of the day, if you win three back to back, you must give it to you. But in terms of how they've done,
They did win those 3, so
Yeah, so
Like 4 in a decade. Imagine like you make 4 and then there's 6 is left for
the rest.
to decide. And then Chelsea won 2. Quite impressive also.
Also
Bayern
for
won
Chelsea.
2 again.
And also with
And
Bayern,
Barcelona won 2 as well.
with Bayern, they've also just done
They've
well.
exceeded a decade because Liverpool won as well. I think maybe
But
Chelsea,
you guys,
Chelsea
oh
was
no,
2012.
Chelsea won 1.
Yeah, it's 2012
Yeah,
so
won.
far.
But Bayern have
Because
also
there was
just,
Liverpool and Inter Milan.
they've also just done well in terms of recruitment. You know how they phase out old players and bring in the new players.
Oh, Barcelona.
No, not Barcelona, Bayern. That's also how it.
They phased them out very well.
Pela, beginning of the
They did
decade, they had Boma, Robben, and you could rely on them.
Now they're gone.
They Philip Lam, and then they phased them out. Then
Nicely, man.
nicely,
Nicely.
players who come
And
like
they've
from
kept their
Bayern,
identity.
they
They've kept their identity.
had Philip Lam. Then after Lam, they had a Kimmich. Now there's a Goretzka. There was Thiago running things. Now Thiago is not there. You see the next big star, Musiala. Musiala, that boy, Musiala.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Now they've got
Yeah, they've Nabri, they've Musiala, and then
those guys, they know what they're doing in their team, man. They know what they're doing.
And trust me, when Muller and everyone is gone, they are going to have another Muller or another. Yeah, Bayern is a well-managed
Bayern
team.
is a well.
It's a well-managed
You see,
team.
we always brag about German cars and all that. Now we can see why.
German football.
German football.
German
guys.
football.
Yeah. Well oiled. It's a machine.
It's a machine. We know who are going to sign and from who, and it's the right player.
Yeah.
And the players that play for Bayern, they also play for the national team. So
Hi, man.
we must make sure that Bayern is in a good shape, because if it's in a good shape,
with the national team.
then it means the national team is also in a good shape.
Yeah.
Imagine if
I agree.
Imagine if you were a Pirate supporter, or you use a South African example. Your team is not doing well, but Sundowns is doing well. The thing is that Sundowns doing well doesn't reflect on the national team level.
Yeah.
And if Sundowns was doing well, then we say, yeah, my team is not doing well, Dortmund is not doing well, but Sundowns doing well is for the greater good of the national team, at least.
But I think
And that's what German.
with German football, because if Bayern can even buy players like the stars
But
from
that's
Dortmund.
But that's the role of SAFA in South Africa. That's the role of the people who manage the league, because it's their national league. The German is their national league. They will say, Dortmund, we understand that you want to challenge, but if there is a big player, you must allow the big player. You must allow the big player to play for a big team.
Must do that.
It must. I'm not saying like that, but I'm just saying there must be at least rules like that in your team, this is what you are looking for. And if Kaizer Chiefs, for example, is doing well, I'll use them as an example. If they are doing well, and everyone can agree, then surely the biggest star, because we want to develop the national team, and it's always been like that.
But I do agree that Safa, I don't think they're really involved.
They are not doing it for the football.
That committee is not people who have football knowledge.
Safa is full of political.
They're ruling
football,
football thing must
Yeah,
be in sync
with the PSL.
I think it's just a political.
Yeah.
But now, if you are too disconnected, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, but anyways, the weekend, the matches over the weekend.
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football.
Yo, what a game
I'm
of
always,
football.
I'm always telling you guys.
Football.
Vieira went there to compete. That man went there to
And he
compete.
did it. And he did it.
He was competing.
But his players, they just let him down. I don't understand what's missing, man.
last minute goal, man. Fuck, man. I think they went out of the game with 3 points.
They just let that thing, and it was not the first time. I've seen maybe 2 games when maybe they lose, but just at the end, they just let it go.
Yeah, now that's the way it's challenging the coach now.
Yeah, you must know why is it happening.
What
Why
I do
does it keep
to
happening?
make it not happen?
Yeah, that's what changes you from being just a regular.
Just a regular
coach
manager to being what class. True. You have
Monday
to know
Night
how to
Football,
manage it.
and then Lacazette with the winner. Shout out to the Gunners.
With the drawer, with the leveler.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was the level, but hey, it seemed like it was a Champions League winner. This is a
They were
celebration.
so- it's too big, man. It's those. you know, those
eh.
things, man.
And
Those
pump-
hormones,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
they
pump
get
out,
released
yeah,
and then
pump.
you're just all over the
But
place.
as soon as Lacazette got into the match, you could see.
You could feel that
he
there was a
wanted the
change.
goal.
There was a change.
And he wanted that goal. He showed Woody.
And that's
I
what
want to score.
substitutes do. That's what substitutes do.
It's just not a way of playing. Because that's what since Manchester United wants to do.
Yeah.
You can't do that every game, man.
You cannot, and you expect to win the league. You see,
Now Ronaldo will get suspended for the next game because he'll be taking off his shirt.
because every time he's scoring decisive goals,
Exactly. They're like, you can't control yourself. And then you end up taking off your shirt. Yellow card. Yesterday he held himself.
at least.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
So we always say we prefer you guys to watch Monday Night Football.
Please,
Never, ever.
please.
disappoint.
After a weekend,
Never. Monday Night Football. I never be
it's the one.
disappointed.
It's the one.
It will never disappoint.
So let's quickly run through. I was
Yeah.
invisible there.
Oh, Newcastle.
Very.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Newcastle versus Spurs, man. Ow, my
Newcastle
boys,
versus
man. I felt sorry for them. Newcastle.
I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, I thought they would, you know, make their own thing. But they scored the first goal and then it was
That's
like
buzzing.
electric. It was electric.
Can you imagine St. Mary's?
Ah,
Can
man.
you imagine St. Mary's?
James.
Say,
Say James.
it's because you're telling me before.
But this is Saint Max. Alan Saint Max, man. Alan Saint Max. It mean. Yeah. That thing is literally called Saint Mix or Max. And then I mean. Max and mean there. Saint Max and mean. Yeah, so they scored the first goal and then they were like, you know, but then
And you
Spurs.
guys thought they were gonna move a performance nyana or
I was expecting it. I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah, I also would have been able to them, but now they lost.
And Steve Bruce is flying out.
process gone.
Steve Bruce is flying out.
Yeah, Steve Bruce is gone. He's gone.
I feel like it was always going to happen. And it was a good decision for him to just, because it was a mutual agreement, apparently.
Oh, it's
That's
like
what they say.
Pastor giving Neymar the number 10 jersey at
Yes.
PSG.
Even if he doesn't give him.
Like, it's like,
Oh, hey, my nigga, even if he doesn't give him, he has to. Apela some things. Jones,
to save him.
but Phil Jones has the power there with the number 4. I Phil Jones doesn't know this is number 4.
Yeah, it's like-
When last did you see Phil Jones playing or even at training?
No, but I always see he's training Richard.
Oh, really?
I don't know what he's doing. He's just collecting a
Moral
salary.
support, man, and
He's just
collecting a
collecting
salary.
there.
He needs that salary.
Imagine the minimum salary for a football player. Just
loan
imagine.
him out or something.
And also
No, he
imagine,
deserves that minimum salary.
then
Yes,
imagine
yes.
a minimum salary at Manchester United.
He's probably getting 40K a week.
In dollars. Or even
Pounds. Yeah, so he's probably getting around there. But let him get the money. I mean, when it comes to money, I don't feel so He
yeah.
must just dish it out.
Yeah.
The players must be happy, guys.
Because nothing is happening on the field, so the players must give them what they want.
Just, they
Yeah,
must
give
get the
them,
money.
even about Rudiger, bafuna about 400,000.
Give the black man
Yeah.
400,000.
Yes.
Give him that
I
money.
mean, I can say that to Rudiger, give it to him.
Where is it? Where is
deserves
it? He
it.
deserves it.
He deserves it, man.
Okay, if you don't want to give it to him, who are you going to give it to then?
They deserve it. Beno can't.
Yeah, it's getting dark now. And it was very dark on Saturday.
Yo, it was a dark day.
It was
And it was
very
the
dark.
first game of the Premier League. Nah.
Man, it was dark like this.
Nah.
No, it was the 4. No, it was not
Oh,
the first
4
one.
o'clock, 4
Yeah,
o'clock
the
kick
first
off.
one was Liverpool 5-0.
Liverpool, that was-
Oh, that's why I don't remember.
And they registered some players. That's why I thought. Did that Salah goal? Oh. Every time we talk about I can't believe it. He has reached another level. He has reached another
That
level.
shit is really Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi by the day.
That's
day.
what Messi used to do, guys.
Yeah.
It's like when he sees a
That's
lot of defenders,
literally what Messi used to do.
it's like he's not phased when he sees defense. When he sees defense, it's just off the ball
that guy.
and then continues. He turned Diaz.
Wow.
What was Watford? What was Watford? He turned Diaz.
And that one of Watford, I feel like it's even worse. How does it seem like even...
It's like he's playing with amateurs.
It's just like...
It's like he's not phased. It's like he's.
What?
Oh yeah, here you're coming to mark me. Let me stop.
It's an inside out.
Yeah, I think because I saw Danny Rose.
That man just dropped with the ball and then said some shikishanyana and then he moved towards goal.
I know, Salah is brilliant.
Manchester
Yeah,
United
so it was
versus
dark like this.
Manchester United versus
Leicester City.
that was
I
that
enjoyed
was a
that game.
but that was a terrible game of football. It was a terrible game of football. You see, Leicester could have scored close to 9 goals, and for them to score 4, it's a disappointment.
So you're saying they would have done what they did to St. Mary's? They could have done what they did to St. Mary's there to us.
Send for
Remember what they did that day?
Yeah.
They won 8-0. Was it 8-1? 8-0. Something.
9-1.
9-1.
Oh. So that could have been us. We're at the slaughterhouse.
But that game was dreadful. But one highlight of the game for me was I think it's King Pastor Daka. The new signing. It's called Cuesta Daka. Yes, Cuesta Daka.
Dakar.
He came in
For
as,
Leicester.
yeah, he came in as a sub.
Out of it.
He came in as a sub. He came in and changed the game.
I was sad.
Come on as a sub. I think for.
He came in and changed. So the corner that they got was his shot, and then
He scored
the corner
resulting.
when they
Is
kicked
he the one who scored the corner?
yeah.
The header.
Yeah.
No, not the
It wasn't a
header.
header.
So how they got the corner, he was the one who was shooting, and then he got the corner, and then I don't know who hit the corner. Then he was ricochet. Then he moved the shot again from the corner when that man was on the far post.
Oh, okay.
But he changed the game, and then for some reason Europe was playing on the Wednesday. And then Leicester, they were trailing. They were trailing 2-0. You know who scored the 4 goals? Same guy. You.
Lie.
Same guy.
Cuesta Daka.
Cuesta Daka.
Moving them deep goals there.
Shout out to him. When he came in as a sub, you could see that
Yeah.
he had specific instructions.
So Leicester were playing their big team.
Yeah?
Were they playing their big team?
I'm not sure. I didn't watch the game.
It's not really beat him, it's just that Undidi was not there.
But he wasn't there during the weekend, and we got outplayed
got
by
In the Europa League, I'm saying
a third choice CDM. By a third choice. What's that number? Was it number 27 or 72?
Man.
Something like
It was
that.
embarrassing what happened there.
He got outplayed by. Yeah,
It was a dark day. So it was 4-2 final score. I was still visible there.
happy days. Yeah, visible.
Yeah, no, but I
I
think that
know it
was
was dark. Yeah, so
just ending.
let's hope this week is better.
Let's do predictions and end it. Yeah.
predictions and end it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this weekend Friday. Friday is always also there.
Yeah.
So this the game.
Or tomorrow.
Arsenal. I think it's Arsenal.
Tomorrow we are recording on a Thursday. We record on Thursday.
Yeah, we record on Thursday.
Yeah.
So on Friday,
Yeah.
there is Friday night football.
Arsenal back
Also
again.
doesn't really disappoint.
Back at the Emirates. Arsenal.
Yeah,
yes.
back at the Emirates, man. VS Aston Villa. I think they beat us.
Yeah. I would like to stay away from Arsenal predictions now because they're unpredictable. But I'll just say it because
No draw, man.
even
They
my
play
team,
against
they are
Aston Villa.
unpredictable.
Aston Villa. Danny Ings.
I feel like Arsenal will just because they ended the game on a high note. I know they didn't play that impressive, but they ended the game on a high note. And even when they scored the first goal, the first 10 minutes, they were playing good football. They deserve the goal. I feel like they will start with the same energy and they probably win the game. If they carry out the same
Yeah, I
energy,
feel like even if they ended on a high note, it doesn't count.
They will
It's
start-
Arsenal, man.
No, it's gonna be
I'm
a
not
draw.
bashing the it's the truth. I'm sure their fans know. But I'm going for a draw. I feel like
okay, it's a win for Arsenal. Nah.
Aston Villa.
That's a book of clouds.
It's a draw, and it's a good result
Saturday.
for Arsenal. That one.
Saturday.
Saturday it's Chelsea versus Norwich. It's the bridge.
Yeah, that's straightforward.
But Lukaku,
Oh,
He's
Lukaku's
injured.
injured,
Yeah, Werner as well.
Ah!
Yeah.
Werner. We as Werner, we were surprised. We thought he was
Oh,
going
so
to
now
score.
you need Abraham.
Huh?
You need Abraham.
No, Chelsea and the front line can play with anyone. We won the Champions League.
You're gonna play Havertz as a striker.
Yeah.
After the team, I think for Chelsea and the whole team and their whole lead, it's an easier game.
That's one player I like watching in Chelsea.
Who? Havertz.
That boy.
You think so?
Oh! That boy blesses me.
I have never
Have you
watched.
seen the passes that boy makes sometimes? Hey.
Maybe then he justifies
No, you
his
need
choice.
to.
The thing is,
Nah, he does. Definitely
at some
does.
point, you must never, because we all see he's a great player, but
He's a
he
great
must
player.
reach the next level.
Yeah, he just needs to reach the next level. But
Consistency and what.
Mina, I really like.
Yeah, I like him too.
I like watching him.
You see what I feel about Havertz is the same thing with Van de Beek. When he does play, you can see that it's a different breed when he does play.
But it is.
At least regular. But I'm just saying that. But whatever he has done in Chelsea besides that Champions League goal, I'm sure he himself as well can say he can do better.
Yeah.
Because he was scoring a lot of goals week in, week out. So, but yeah.
Yeah,
But I've
I'm
never
not
watched him
worried,
that
man. It's gonna reach
consistently.
that next level. He's playing for a winning team as well.
So where I've seen it exclusive is when they're playing for Germany, because I think he's used to the system or something.
Yeah.
So with Germany, you can see that he's quality. It's like it's clear. It's clear.
Yeah, so myself, guys, I like players who play with nice also.
Yeah,
I don't want people just,
Because
what's
with
there, man? I want to be entertained.
Because with Havertz,
Havertz will entertain
when
you.
he's playing, it doesn't look like he's rushing something.
Yeah,
He's
he'll
just
entertain you.
playing.
It's like Ozil.
Yeah, Mesut Ozil.
Yeah,
Remind us of the
I've said
past.
this before. It's the second coming of Ozil.
Oh, Havertz.
Yeah, for me.
Is he coming?
He's coming, man.
Yo,
I was watching Ozil highlights yesterday. I think it was on the
Because Ozil is an artist. He's an artist. Even at Arsenal. Leave the assists that were recorded because of score. There are some passes that were never recorded because
Exactly.
someone missed.
Hey, man. What an intelligent player, man.
You see, players like Ozil, they are few.
once in a lifetime.
They are few.
yo.
I know.
All right.
There's eyes
what
everywhere.
a player.
Mesut Ozil.
What's up?
Special mention to Mesut Ozil.
Special.
Hope you're
What's a
having
player?
fun there in Turkey.
Yeah, it's back. I think it's back home. Because it's Turkish.
Yeah, and then we've got my team there at Alpha 6.
I think you're right.
Yeah, yes.
First 6 on Sunday.
Right here.
On Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
City are unstoppable. City are unstoppable.
I think it will be entertaining.
I don't watch City.
I watched them on Tuesday because they're playing the earlier kickoff in the Champions League. Yo. They were not passive, they did, and Pep did say at the end of the match that we are not saying we're playing a weak team, but because everyone that plays in the Champions League they are good, but he was just praising his team that they went and played according to plans.
And they were away.
And they were away, and they played good football. Like they were not, and they didn't forgive them. You see now that you've scored 4, and then everything that they missed, it was a genuine miss, or they just played according to what they wanted to play.
That's what they do.
From minute 1 until the end. Because if you don't do that, then somehow that team qualifies, and then you remember what happened to Chiefs. The reason Chiefs went to the CAF final is because one team that was big in the group stages, they decided they were bigger than them, and Chiefs was on form, and then they were going to play the beat. And Chiefs won, and those points counted. And then when they played them again, then things changed. And if you allow Club Brugge and to, because you don't read them, they get a lucky throw against
You gotta beat them, man.
You must just be professional. Keep it professional.
And now, if you're saying City were not passing, then I agree. Because for me, City is too passing sometimes. They just pass the ball around. That's why I prefer watching Liverpool. Liverpool, every position,
Intensity.
And it's a chance. If they can create a chance, why not?
When City still had Sun,
Yeah.
and then they were not passing the ball. Then they were killing.
De Bruyne by the side.
Mooring
De
the
Bruyne
crowd.
by the side. Just,
Yo, guys.
just
That man was mooring a crossover pass on the ground.
once you know De Bruyne's on the side,
Oh, guys,
you know what's happening.
that
You
shit's
know what's
difficult,
happening.
man. You
know
can't
what's
take
happening.
the ball from one end to the other end on the ground.
On the ground, and then
Aye.
at the exact speed, at the exact angle, and then.
You see that City? Yeah, that one, the one that I fear. Now this passing one, but
The Centurions.
so I want them if they're killing.
But I
That's
can't-
if they were killing. Because I think they had the most points ever.
Yeah.
Because they were just
Over 100
unstoppable, man. And then even they had a quarter of the
Yeah,
goals.
they were just too much.
They were-
And those goals, they look the same because
Exactly.
it's Sané at the far post,
And then
empty net.
Sterling was just...
And it's the same cross.
Man.
If the player is on the right, go to cross,
Cross
and
to
then
Son and then Son and back to Sterling and
empty
then...
net. Empty net. You need empty
No, I gotta hand it out to those guys.
Yeah,
That
it
season,
was
they
well
were
executed.
entertaining, man. They were entertaining. Yeah, so lately they've been.
But I think they'll win.
So you're saying it's a City win against the
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good game.
Oh well, yeah, they should win.
Going to be a good game.
Yeah, but
for me
don't
as well.
just take Brighton like
Yeah.
very good team. Man, Sunday games are still good, but let's just talk about Liverpool and United. Because Brentford Leicester, I can assure you that's going to be a good game. And West Ham Spurs is also going to be a good game.
But we can just predict the whole of Sunday. It's just
Without
Brentford Leicester.
it's a draw. It's a draw.
Leicester win for me.
It's a draw.
You
know the
see what
stadium?
they did,
Do you know-
Brenton, to you guys?
But that's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. It's like, are you a safe by a goalkeeper? Then who else must save?
Oh,
We can't
those niggas were supposed to beat you. It was not even supposed to be a draw. It was supposed to beat you.
But you see, one thing about Chelsea,
That's why I'm saying Brentford, I don't think Leicester will come out.
one thing about Chelsea, they've mastered the art of clean sheets. The art of clean sheets.
Definitely.
You see, if you keep a clean sheet, let's say you don't score, at least the worst result you can get is a draw. And that's a good mentality to start with. Imagine if you are all and that's what you focus on. You say, we know we have superstars.
That's how where our success Chelsea
Comes
comes from. Clean sheets.
That's clean sheet. If you know,
I
if
think we have the record for them.
And Tuchel is like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you coach.
And I think it's not as defensive as Mourinho.
Yeah.
Okay, people might see them as defensive, but we all see Chelsea sitting in
now.
their own half manje. Aye.
Yeah.
They're defensive maybe because they play
So
with five.
tell me something. Who would you rather play, Chilwell or Arnold?
Myself. It
Because
depends.
those two guys,
On the formation,
it seems
depends on
like
the
when you
formation.
put the eye is still good, you put the other one is good, and then you put Alonso in that some game is bad, and then you
And
put
that's how you win
Chilwell.
championships.
Yeah.
Man.
Everyone must be
Yo.
happy. Everyone must be happy. When if you
the backline as well, good Conte was
Yeah,
okay.
you
The
can
only
do
person
this.
I wouldn't replace is Rudy.
Yeah, Rudiger is playing.
but everyone,
Thiago Silva, Christensen,
Christensen, yeah.
anyone
if
can
it's
play.
Aspilicueta,
Yeah, as we get it. Yeah, Chalobah.
Rhys
Fuck,
James.
man. I hate that Chelsea is this good. Ah!
Even Rhys James, man.
Hey, what a player, man.
Yo.
You know, I did
Yo.
notice that this
Rhys
is much.
James.
And Rudolph, out of all people, is the one who
saying?
was always saying, man, I'm telling you, the guy.
You don't rate.
That guy.
It means you
I'm
don't.
like,
It means you don't rate.
But then now, I can
fighters, those
see,
boys, they are
I can see
fighters.
that boy can play. Where is he?
Chris James.
Is he back now?
Yeah, he's back. He's back from injury.
When did he come back?
He was playing in the Champions League.
He was also
we
playing.
used to see him in the weekend. Yeah, man, what a player. What a player.
But just to answer your question, I feel like it depends on the game.
Yes.
Because when you're playing three at the back and you want
Yeah, that's what I wanted
wing
to
backs,
say.
then Alonso is a person to go because he can't be exposed you in the back four.
Even Chilwell,
But Chilwell-
wing back a position, I also rate him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Chilwell, I always see him there. But
Because even goal threat is just as Alonso is just more of a
Yeah,
goal
score,
threat than a Chilwell.
remember he scored 2 goals.
Depends on the game, yeah.
Also to
Yeah, I agree. It depends on the game.
But when you're playing
If you
for
have
the
a coach
back,
who thinks,
yeah, who knows?
who knows how I'm supposed to play against this team,
And
then
that's how
he's
we
gonna.
place them as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, true.
I'm not gonna guess who's gonna be playing in the weekend.
But you know it's the right one.
But you know,
I know it's the
You
right.
won't complain, but
it's a German coach, man. It's a German coach.
boy.
This thing is German,
They
man.
played, both of them played as well.
Klopp.
German coaches.
Okay. Imagine.
Go to our point very good.
Sure.
Germans, man.
They
Those
perfect
fucking guy knows what they're doing.
Joachim Low. He's German.
Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick is German. Let's say Hansi
Even
Flick.
the
Bad coach now.
German.
Beating people 40 and 5 million
It's like he's still Hansi Flick.
I'm joking.
Even
It's the identity of the team, guys.
Bayern,
Just
come
niggas
on.
stick to the identity. They know
Come
what
on.
they're doing, guys.
They must let the other team rest.
They must let.
You can't be this good. You can't be this good.
guys. Those niggas are good. That's why we're saying they are the benchmark of the Champions League. If you beat Bayern, then you know you have a chance.
Yeah.
You are going to the finals. At least you're going to the finals.
Maybe you can
lose in the finals,
but
at least you're going to the finals. If you beat Bayern
like
in the obviously if you beat Bayern in the semi-finals, then you know. Even if you beat them in the last 16, which is highly unlikely, or if you beat them in the quarterfinals, then you know you're on your way.
and if you beat them, there is that feeling that
exactly. I know now that
I can do it because it's like beating Madrid that time, but no one could do that. So we'll never know how it felt to beat Madrid. Maybe in the group stages, but
it's only Morata.
What's the last game? Manchester United versus Liverpool.
Hey, can I just say my prediction without?
Is it Old Trafford? You see, any other game against Liverpool, I would say you are going to start negative. But because of the pressure and what has happened building up to this game, I feel like, I would like us to start on a positive note. I feel like the players will try and do that. Yeah, it's hey, we're in big trouble. I'm trying to think of the score and who's going to play, and definitely McFred, because they will try and defend.
Salah will be versus Shaw.
Yeah.
I wanna give MNU the win. I don't know why.
It's hard. You see.
Yeah, but because you know that Ole always pulls up against me.
And also,
The only reason, and I don't understand why.
Pulls up.
Why don't you do it weekend with us?
Exactly.
and
Okay.
with this game, any other time I would say Liverpool with Salah, Daniel James. No offense to Daniel James, but right now we can match them in terms of players, like position for position.
Yeah, indeed.
Like you can't, when you lose, you can't say because they are too good. If they are too good, it means they are too good. They beat you. And,
We'll just be taken because of coach.
yeah.
The main thing is to contain Salah.
No, the main thing is to play football. That's the main thing. Containing Salah. You see, if Salah scores, well done to him. Then means Ronaldo must score on the other end. It's 1-1. You must play that kind of game. If you not contain Salah,
I'm gonna enjoy that game.
You are definitely gonna enjoy it, man, because you are neutral. I also enjoyed Liverpool versus City because I'm neutral.
But
it
you
was
see-
very entertaining for me.
Yeah.
Although I wanted City to win, but it was very entertaining for me.
if you go with the approach of saying we are going to contain Salah, then we are going to get the performance
And the
that we
thing
don't
is,
want.
that guy, Salah, it's like most of the stuff that
It's through him.
gonna
He's
give
mad.
us-
He is mad.
he's gonna give the pass, he's gonna score.
Salah starts from the wing.
You
and
see
then
that pass
ends up.
to Mane?
Yo.
Hi.
Okay, predictions and then wrap it up. It's a tough one.
3-2 United.
I also say a goal first in my group.
I don't know, man. It feels weird to say this, but I think we're going to lose this one too. I just feel like we're going to.
2-0.
Yeah, we're going to.
Never. No, you're gonna score, man.
Yeah, I also think we're gonna score.
2-2 draw.
But what I would like us to do when we lose, is at least lose with dignity. You see, lose playing football. You must lose playing football. You must lose creating chances. And
That's one thing I don't want. If you lose, let's lose this money.
No, man. No.
I'm tired of all of it. It is there's a pressure there.
You see, when
that man doesn't want to change. He only said change.
you see, as much as I want Ole to go, but it cannot happen like this. Even Mourinho was. the last game we played against the Scousers. It cannot be the trend that our managers are dismissed by.
Wow,
No,
do the job.
no.
Hey, fuck that.
And I can tell you now, Kevin.
Yo, Liverpool beat us that day.
Shaqiri!
5-4-1. 4-0 or 5-4-1.
When Shaqiri,
Wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
it was 3-1. It was 3-1.
Yeah.
But when Shaqiri was warming up, Mourinho was packing the bags. When Shaqiri was warming up, Mourinho was already making a phone call. We're leaving Manchester now.
Beaten, man.
No, but Kevin, do you think? Let's just close it up. Do you think if Manchester United loses on Sunday, all is going to go? Honestly.
No, it's not going to go.
So.
But the pressure. Pressure will be
Okay.
especially, that's what I'm saying. If you lose this season, it will build because they will see there's nothing here. There's no style of play, there's nothing we're doing. We're just all over the place.
You see, personally, I feel like whether pressure builds or pressure doesn't build. After the result of Wednesday, they should have fired. There's no amount of pressure that's going to be enough. They'll just fire him when they feel like it's time.
No, but the
That's
thing
how
is,
I feel.
remember,
That's how I feel.
as I said, we're facing the top 6 in a row. Because
And we must win.
And
If
the next game, I think it's Spurs, and then City, Chelsea, and then Arsenal there.
You-
In a row.
Okay.
So,
You know.
so if we lose all those games, imagine where we're gonna be on the top.
Okay. Now I understand that.
We're probably gonna be tired there.
Now I understand with the build-up of games. With the
Yeah,
build-up of games.
with the build-up of games. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying the pressure will be too much.
No, I understand that if we lose, it must be dismal so that.
So that they can see there's no football.
But no, man, I would like to see Old Trafford buzzing. That's what personally I like. At the end of the day,
Yeah, Old Trafford will be buzzing.
and Ronaldo, imagine we're wasting Ronaldo's last few years.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Come on, man.
That
Anyone will wait for that.
You see,
You
that
don't have another
people
season.
are
You must do
saying,
it now.
Ole
You must
we
do
don't
it
have
now.
time.
You must
We
do
need
it
to do
now.
This
Now.
is Ronaldo's last probably 2 years, man. If you don't do it this season and you don't do it next season, it's over. It's
gone.
finished.
It's gone.
Imagine that guy. That's gonna hurt deeply because you know how I feel about CR7.
Episode 8. Let's wrap it up.
We're out and I'm angry.
Let's wrap it up.
Dark.
Ronaldo just come to Chelsea, he'll pay.
Asponga, yours truly.
Ronaldo.
Yours truly.
I know.
What's your
Episode
score
8.
prediction? What's your score
Yeah,
prediction?
2-2.
You said 2-2.
Yeah.
I'll stick with my 2-2. To Liverpool, yes.
3-0
And the Salah goal, of course.
3-2. Oh, yeah.
So Ronaldo's on the score sheet there.
For me, Sancho is on the score sheet.
Man, I wish he scores.
You know how important that is.
It's very important. You can see the boy.
Ep8, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
I know.
Yes.
We're out and you're strolling.
Excited. Tell your friends that the Most Biased podcast is back, even bigger. Peace.